Tragic death. Young and the Restless Star Victor Drops. It will shock everyone. The world of daytime television has always been filled with passionate fans, dedicated storylines, and memorable characters. But every so often, the line between fiction and reality blurs, leaving fans stunned and in disbelief. The news of the tragic death of Victor Newman, one of the most iconic and beloved characters from The Young and the Restless, sent shockwaves through the entertainment world, leaving fans to process the devastation and what this means for the future of the show. Victor's death isn't just a plot twist. It marks the end of an era, and it is a moment in television history that will be talked about for years to come. Victor Newman, the powerful and often ruthless patriarch of the Newman family, has been a staple on The Young and the Restless since the show first aired in 1973. Portrayed by actor Eric Braeden for more than 4 decades, Victor has become synonymous with the show itself. His charisma, intensity, and the complex moral struggles that defined his character made him a central figure in the soap opera world. He's been a force of nature in Genoa City, navigating the ups and downs of family drama, business warfare, and personal turmoil with the kind of stoicism that made him an unforgettable figure in television. But as with all great characters, time has a way of catching up. And for Victor, that time came in the form of a tragic and unexpected death that fans were never prepared for. The shocking announcement. The announcement came as a shock to both fans of The Young and the Restless and the entertainment industry at large. Eric Braeden, the actor who has played Victor for over 40 years, revealed in a heartfelt statement that the character would be written off the show due to the actor's health struggles. Braeden, who has been a beloved figure both on screen and behind the scenes, had been battling a serious health condition for several months, and although fans were unaware of the specifics, there had been whispers of his declining health. The news hit hard for those who have followed The Young and the Restless for decades, as Victor has been the anchor of the show for so long. While many fans had hoped for a dramatic retirement or a heroic exit, no one could have predicted the tragic turn that Victor's story would take. Braden's own personal challenges had mirrored the complexity of his character's journey, and it seemed as though life had imitated art in the most painful way. A farewell to Victor Newman. Victor's death on screen was not just another character exit. It was a deeply emotional and symbolic moment for the show. The writers chose to give Victor a farewell that would reflect the complexity of his life and legacy. In a final storyline that spanned several episodes, Victor faced his mortality head-on, grappling with his past actions, the relationships he had built and destroyed, and the legacy he hoped to leave behind. For fans who have watched Victor go through so many battles over the years, from corporate takeovers to family betrayals, from love affairs to the constant drive to control his world, it felt almost fitting that his final moments on screen would be as intense as the character himself. His death wasn't just a simple exit. It was an emotional reckoning, a chance for the audience to reflect on how Victor's presence has shaped the landscape of The Young and the Restless. As the storyline unfolded, viewers were taken on a journey through the many layers of Victor's character. They witnessed his final interactions with key figures in his life, his children, Nikki, and even his enemies. The scenes were emotional, filled with regret, closure, and forgiveness. Fans watched as Victor tried to mend his fractured relationships, knowing that time was not on his side. There was no grand final showdown, no fiery confrontation. Instead, the show took a more somber approach, emphasizing the quieter moments of reflection and acceptance. The emotional impact on the cast and crew, the decision to write off such a pivotal character wasn't just difficult for fans. It also had a profound impact on the cast and crew of The Young and the Restless. Over the years, Eric Braeden and the rest of the cast had built a strong camaraderie that extended far beyond the studio lot. Braeden, a veteran of the soap opera world, was known for his professionalism, his larger-than-life personality, and his deep love for the show that made him a household name. His connection to the character of Victor was not just one of acting, it was deeply personal. For the rest of the cast, the loss of Victor meant losing not just a fellow actor but a cornerstone of their own performances. The character of Victor Newman had been integral to the storyline arcs of so many other beloved characters. His relationships with characters like Nikki, Nick, Victoria, and Adam were central to their growth, both as individuals and as part of the larger fabric of the show. It was clear from the tributes that poured in from the cast and crew that Victor's death had left an irreplaceable void. Co-stars, producers, and writers all spoke about how much they would miss Braden's commanding presence on set, his wealth of experience, and his dedication to his craft. Many shared stories of how Braden had helped them navigate the challenges of soap opera life, offering mentorship and advice to the younger cast members. It was a poignant reminder that while characters may leave, the bonds formed between actors and the love they share for the work they do will never be forgotten. The legacy of Victor Newman. The death of Victor Newman will undoubtedly leave a void in the world of daytime television. For decades, Braden's portrayal of Victor set the standard for soap opera performances. His character became a symbol of power, determination, and complexity, and his influence on the genre cannot be overstated. But even though Victor is gone, his legacy will live on in the hearts of fans and the history of the young and the restless. Victor's role in the series was always larger than life. He was a businessman, a father, a husband, and a friend. But above all, he was a fighter. His character fought for everything he had, from his business empire to his family. His ability to always come out on top, despite the numerous challenges he faced, made him a hero in the eyes of many fans. And while his methods were often controversial, there was always a sense that Victor's heart was in the right place, even when his actions didn't always align with that. For viewers, Victor was a constant presence in their daily lives. His storylines were often riveting, filled with twists and turns that kept audiences on the edge of their seats. But beyond the drama and the business dealings, it was Victor's relationships with his family that resonated the most. His love for his children and his devotion to Nikki were what truly made him human, despite his often ruthless exterior. What does this mean for the future of the young and the restless? The tragic death of Victor Newman raises a number of questions about the future of the young and the restless. For many fans, it feels like the heart of the show has been ripped out. The character of Victor was the driving force behind so many of the show's greatest moments, and without him, the landscape of Geno City will never be the same. But as with any long-running television series, life goes on. The writers will undoubtedly continue to craft new stories. And while it may be difficult to imagine the young and the restless without Victor, the show has a deep and rich history that will continue to captivate audiences. It's likely that the fallout from Victor's death will be felt for months, if not years, to come. His absence will be felt by every character in Geno City, and the ripple effect will likely have far-reaching consequences. New alliances will be forged, and old rivalries will be reawakened. The death of such a central figure will undoubtedly shake up the dynamics of the entire show, offering new opportunities for drama and intrigue. A final tribute to Victor. As fans continue to mourn the loss of Victor Newman, it's clear that the character's impact on the young and the restless will never be forgotten. While the death of Victor marks the end of an era, it also serves as a reminder of the power of television to connect with audiences on a deep emotional level. Victor's journey, both on and off the screen, has been one of passion, intensity, and drama, qualities that will forever be associated with the young and the restless. And so, as the fans and the cast bid farewell to Victor, they can take comfort in the fact that his legacy will live on. The storylines he helped shape, the moments of triumph and heartbreak, and the love he shared with his family will remain an indelible part of the fabric of the young and the restless. While Victor may be gone, his spirit will continue to guide the show, just as it has done for so many years. For now, we say goodbye to Victor Newman, but we know that his influence will never fade.